On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins, Mac Jones of the Patriots.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offense, and yes, it will be Mac Jones under center, the rookie out of Alabama. He got a little bit, see, even early birthday present, his birthday September 5th, but a little before that, he was named the starter, and Cam Newton no longer there.
And Mac Jones has always been a battler, signed at Alabama, despite the fact that Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa were going to be there. Waited his turn and became one of the most prolific quarterbacks in Alabama history. An absolute surgeon throwing the football, knows where to go with it, very accurate with it, very poised, self-confident, but not overbearing. I like this young man. I think he's going to be quite successful.
And Charles, were you surprised that Cam Newton was let go?
No, not at all, because once they made the decision to go with Mac Jones, Cam Newton, not necessarily a guy that's going to be a backup. This gives him an opportunity now to find another spot in the league where he could be a starter. And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, a career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for
it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, it's Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. Forced out, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic, and in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And we all remember when Devontae Parker was drafted, a first-round pick out of Louisville. Really hit his stride in 2019 with 1,200 yards. Numbers dipped a bit last year, but he can be a real dependable target for Tua Tagovailoa.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taylor now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, Charles, when you think about the New England Patriots heading into this season, you know, 2020, their first time under 500 since the year 2000. First time they didn't win the AFC East since 2008, which is hard to believe. Do you think they get back on the balance beam this year?
I absolutely do, and those numbers that you posted there, Brandon, they sound like negatives. They're actually positives. It tells you how great a franchise this is. I do think that they flip things around. The moves they made in free agency, the draft picks they made, yes, it'll be a rookie quarterback, but they'll run the ball better and they have better receivers. The defense got better. I think this team will contend for the AFC East and definitely for a playoff spot. I look for the New England Patriots to look more like the Patriots we're used to seeing, not the Patriots we saw in 2020.
They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
That second down play nets a -4.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
There certainly wasn't a lot going on in that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Well, Charles, the Miami Dolphins, this is a team last year that started 1-3, then really picked things up, finished 10-6, missed the playoffs, though, after getting blown out by the Bills in Week 17. But I'm intrigued to watch Miami and if they can make another step in the right direction this year.
I'm with you on that one. I like the positive that you listed. Hey, this team went 10-6 last year, missed the playoffs by 1 game. If they had won at Buffalo in Week 17, they go to the playoffs. But here's the note of caution. Just 2 of their wins last year came against teams with a 500 or better record. So they've got to do a better job in that regard.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run now with Gaskin. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, that's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And Jacoby Myers made the team as an undrafted free agent. He's one of the few holdovers from last year, and he was the most productive. Led the team with 59 catches. Wants to add a few more to his career total as this game moves on.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And a dump off to White. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Gaskin. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Gaskin again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. And the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Quick completion to Henry. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Jones to throw on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. The return man is Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. They'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Olszewski. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
Well, let's get back to taking a tour around our preseason predictions. Charles, I need your nod for most valuable player.
Well, how about Derrick Henry? Imagine if he gets back to 2,000 yards. It'd be the first time in NFL history that a runner goes back-to-back seasons with 2,000. And don't forget, he gets a 17th game this year. That could easily happen. How about Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the leading quarterbacks? We always talk about quarterbacks. But Aaron Donald, he gets close, but never gets over the top. Defensive players don't get enough love. And here's my swing. Justin Herbert gets the Los Angeles Chargers to the playoffs and has a monster year as a second-year quarterback. Herbert or Donald? I'll go with Aaron Donald. Go with the defense.
Oh, okay. Last non-quarterback to win it, by the way, Adrian Peterson, 2012.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him on the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first and 10, Jones. He'll drop it underneath to White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant sets to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you feel like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taylor now to return it. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Tua now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's complete to Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, Charles, one of the unfortunate things about the preseason, there's always injuries. In particular, the running back spot was hit hard. Yet Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne all go down with serious injuries before week 1.
And Brandon, look at it this way. You're talking about 3 runners who are so important to their teams. Akers and Dobbins expected to break out in year 2, and Etienne was supposed to be a terrific rookie. But all of them have backstops. For Akers being out, Darrell Henderson is there. They traded with New England to get Sony Michel. With J.K. Dobbins going out, Gus Edwards goes to the lead running back position, and he's a thumper. And with Etienne out, James Robinson is already there. Ran for 1,000 yards as a rookie, even though he was undrafted, took the league by storm. And Carlos Hyde joins the team as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On second down, this is Harris. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, CD, let's turn our attention to some of the quarterback battles going on in the NFL. Jameis Winston winning the job in New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater's going to get another opportunity. But you look at 3 that a lot of fans are talking about. New England, Chicago, and San Francisco. A lot of intrigue in those 3 cities.
There certainly is, Brandon. And when I think about New England and Mac Jones winning the job, the word that came to mind to me was inevitable. I knew this was going to happen at some point. I'm not sure any of us expected it to happen right out of the gate, but Mac Jones takes over that team, and I think it's a good choice for them. When you move on to Chicago, think about what's going on there. Andy Dalton holding the seat. Justin Fields had a very nice preseason, and Chicago fans starving for a QB1 that they can grasp onto for a decade or more. I think Justin Fields has that job before midseason. And last but not least, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the starter in San Francisco, but Trey Lance will play in some specialty situations to begin with, and will have a pitch battle by about week 5 or 6. So it'll be fun to watch that one. And I'll just cap it with New Orleans. Jameis won the job. Taysom Hill goes back to his, RoboCop, Inspector Gadget type of a role, and New Orleans prospers.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Patriots ready to get the football back.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second and 8 coming up.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now from the gun on third down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on third down, Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man is Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This is Gaskin on the carry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is Parker, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriots. Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An option handoff given to Harris.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And Gunnar Olszewski, who was a defensive back in college before flipping and becoming a receiver in the NFL, we know about his return game value. Now he wants to replace some of the production Julian Edelman gave him for so many years out of the slot position.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to Aguilar. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing, Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 30 yards. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant sets to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Tua finding Gaskin underneath.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Tua on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. They run with Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 and now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 44, Tua. That is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
6 yards left on second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, here's Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Tua. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and he'll bring this one inside the 35.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down right around the 25.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jones on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
field goal. Bailey will kick it away. The return man is Grant. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Tua to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on 1st down. And he finds Parker here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Patriots 40, Dolphins 26.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Come on, fellas.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This is Harris. Down to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. Here's Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.